Today's strategy is going to bring us into a prone position. That is, we'll be on our bellies. And I recognize that lying on our stomachs for some of us is not the most comfortable position in the world. There are some hacks for that. So we can grab some pillows, some folded up blankets, and kind of pile them high so that you have a little support under your hips and your belly to help lift you just a little bit. The other hack is to go to the edge of a kitchen table or bed and just bring your front of your hips right up to the edge of that table or bed, and you'll fold over onto said surface while keeping your feet or your knees on the ground. That way you're still in a little bit of flexion at the hips, and you can get to your belly, if you will, in a more comfortable position. And then eventually we work our way to being able to be on our stomachs. So without further ado, if I'm coming over the blankets, it'll look like this. We're going to come into a Sphinx position. If you don't have the blankets, that's totally cool as well. Spread your fingers wide. Think about lifting the crown of your head toward the ceiling and making space between your earlobes and your shoulders. And then we simply breathe. It's an inhale and an exhale. And again, allow the rib cage to get big with every inhalation and get small with every exhalation. So after 3 to 5 breaths in this position, we'll lower down, either stacking our forearms on top of one another or taking your fists and stacking them on top of one another. Let your forehead rest. From here, give your backside a little shake from left to right. A little rock, rock, rock. And then we'll bend our knees and take a few windshield wipers from right to left. Again, maybe 3, maybe 5. No breath holding here at all. And then we'll let our legs go long. Press yourself up gently. And now we're moving into like an old school quad stretch. For some of us, that might look like just simply bringing your heel to your hiney. You might be here. You might be able to come close. You might reach around, grab your foot, your ankle, or your pants, and just draw your heel toward your bottom. Take a breath or two. And then switch it out to the other side. Again, if you can't reach that foot behind you, it's okay. Draw your heel to your butt and back down a few times. You can hold steady for a couple breaths. If you can reach that foot behind you, do so. Draw your heel towards your hiney. And again, we take 3 to 5 breaths. Let that leg go long. Lower down once again and give your backside a little rock from right to left. And then gently press yourself up through a tabletop position into some sort of counter pose. For you, it might be child's pose. You might have your hiney lifted up in the air and just do a few cat-cows, or just sit back on your heels and settle for a breath or two. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow.